Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Figures from the Attic. Today we're back with a very, very special figure, one I'm very excited about. This is the new Coliseum collection Kane with the inverted look, where the red and black are mismatched or inverted compared to his debut look. And it's one I've been waiting for a while. When I first saw the prototypes, I thought it was phenomenal. Here we go. Let's open up the packaging here, which the Coliseum collection packaging has always been just awesome. I recently reviewed the Hart Foundation with Jim Neidhart and Bret Hart, and this is just as good. You do get kind of the caricatures in the back, in the audience. You do get the gradient to show the depth. Of course, you get full color, a little darker black, and then just slightly gray black in the back to show you the depth. You get signs in the crowd. That's got to be Kane, Hellfire and Brimstone, Big Red Machine. I love it. I also love the art. Of course, there you see Kane with the fire and brimstone in the back. You see another pose for Kane there. You see that really scary looking close-up of Kane with the different colored eyes. Awesome. Just awesome. And equally as awesome, if not more awesome actually, is the packaging of Kane himself. This kind of reminds me of like WrestleMania 2000 with the green and the black and the different numbers in the back. That's very, very Attitude Era 2000 WWF. So that really takes me back. On the back, you do get all the different lineups of the Coliseum collection figures. Those are the Hart Foundation I was talking about. So I do love that kind of throwback. You do get this, I guess you can call it a trading card that I suppose you can cut around and kind of peel off if you wanted. I think originally, back in like whenever they released this style that it's inspired by, it was actually a perforated card that you can cut out. But this you do need scissors for. There's no perforation there. But let's get him opened up. You just kind of peel that off in the back. Does this open up? Yeah, just like that. Just a flap. That's another thing I like about this, is that there's no tape. You just kind of peel off the back and then you can pull them out. You do get the accessories separately in this little podium. You get another head, arms, and his little talking stick that he would stick up to his throat to help him speak when he first debuted. And then you get Kane. You get Kane with the WWF Championship. A championship that he held for exactly 1 day. And I don't think he was wearing this when he won it, so I'm not sure why they included this. But he won this from Steve Austin in that first blood match at King of the Ring 98. And then he lost it the next night on Raw, right back to Steve Austin. But again, he was not wearing this when that happened, because that would have been 98. I don't think he debuted this inverted look until 99. Maybe even 2000. But here is Kane. The head, it's good, but I'm not crazy about it. It's good, but I'm not crazy about the head. I feel like the eyes are a little like lifeless. Maybe they're too far out. It doesn't really capture the look of Kane. I think this one's better. You see, this one has the hair peeled back, and this one, I would say this is far and away the better head. The one that came in that little podium that he was standing on. So let's get this head on, because I think this is how I'm going to display him. Yeah, I think that, in my opinion, looks way better. You let me know, which head do you like better? The one with the hair in front, or this one where you can get a better feel of Kane? That to me looks more like Kane. You see more of the expression in his eyes. It almost looks like maybe the eye holes are a little bigger. But yeah, I do love, again, my favorite all-time Kane look with the inverted black and red. You do get in the middle, in slightly less dark red, you do get those flames, which is accurate. I think he had like mesh netting technically in real life, but you get it in the back as well. You do get, of course, the gloved hand, which I've always loved that, where it's just like all black leading into the black glove. I think that looks great. You get the studded gauntlet on this other arm. You do get this movable studded belt, which you can move up and down. I don't know why you would ever remove this or what need you would have to make it movable, but it is movable. You do get the black flames on the side. And this is an Ultimate Edition, so you do get the butterfly joints. So you get extra articulation in the shoulders, which, by the way, the shoulders look great. Some big figures sometimes, the shoulder molds that they use look a little too small. This one is right on the money. He looks appropriately huge and intimidating from every angle. I think that looks awesome. And I think I'm going to display him not with the microfolding hand, but with this open hand. So it kind of looks like he's teasing a choke slam. Yeah, like that. Something like that. Yeah. Now, I also want to compare it to my original from back in the year 2000. So this would have been released by Jakks. Now, I almost want to say, this head's not going in there quite right. You want to hear that pop, and I haven't heard that pop yet. I think it's in now. But I almost want to say, you tell me, I think the Jakks head is like scarier. No, you know, they're both good. They're both good. The Jakks doesn't have the added detail of those like mesh flames that the new Mattel one does. Of course, the new Mattel one does have better articulation. Is he taller? No, they're almost identical sizes as far as height is concerned. Here's Mattel, here's Jakks. But I mean, honestly, for a figure that's 25 years old, it stacks up pretty well against the new one that just released by Mattel. You tell me, which one do you think is better? Yeah, I do want to say that the Jakks head is a little spookier. Maybe not more accurate, but it is a little more eye-catching. Look at that. But both very good figures, but I'm here to talk about the new Coliseum collection. I already reviewed the Jakks one, so check the archives if you want to see what I thought about that one. But spoiler alert, I think it's a classic. As a standalone figure for this Coliseum Edition Kane, or Coliseum Collection Kane, just looking a little further before I give you my score, I just noticed, which again, for some reason is becoming more of an issue with the Mattel figures, a big black paint scuff right there. That's an eyesore. Any other paint issues? Why do these figures always have some kind of paint issue? Why can't they just get it right? I feel like every other review that I do has some kind of really ugly paint misapplication, especially lately. But it is what it is. As an overall score for Coliseum Collection Ultimate Edition Kane, I'm going to go, because it is my favorite Kane look of all time, and they did nail the look very well, I'm going to go an 8.7 out of 10. Not as high as I thought it would have gone before I opened it. When I saw the prototype images, I thought this would have been an easy 9 point something. I'm going to go an 8.7. I think that's a fair score. I do recommend it. If you see it online, I would say purchase it. It'll go great in a shelf, which I'm going to put right back there soon enough. But yeah, 8.7 out of 10. As always, I appreciate you watching, and stay tuned for more.